Hello, how are you? How are you at sniffing out clues? Are you good at following clues? Do you like making fun fold cards? Oh, I hope so because I've got a special treat for you. At least I think it's a special treat. I love mysteries. I watch mystery movies, I watch mystery TV series, I read them like a fiend, and I love solving puzzles. So, if you're like me, this activity is for you. Now, we're not going to be discovering dead bodies or anything, so we won't need this. But if you want to play along with my first mystery stamping event, I've got some clues for you. If you've never seen a mystery stamping presentation before, it's a lot of fun. You create with the supplies you have in your craft room by following a series of step-by-step clues that are put before you. You simply need to think outside the box using the supplies that you have on hand. And there's no right or wrong in mystery stamping, only endless possibilities. Sound mysterious? Get ready to solve the mystery. Go into your crafting space and follow the clues to design a card. Then on Monday, tune into my YouTube channels to see examples of finished versions of this fun mystery stamping card. And thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please like and click the bell below, and you'll get notified when a new video posts. Every Friday, I'll post the clues, and you can join me on Monday on YouTube to solve the mystery. Now, I have a link to the list of clues below in the description box as well on my blog, but I'll go through them with you now. I'm going to give you a little hint this week since it's the first week, so you can have just a little bit of a visual to start out with. So, first thing you need to do is find some designer series paper that you love. And here in the Stampin' Up! World, we call it DSP. So I chose, oh dear, what's the name of this one? Baskets. No, hang on a second. It is Woven Textures. Sorry about that, my brain just fizzled out. Where it went is just a mystery. All right, so the first thing you're going to need are some supplies. And this is a copy of what you can print from the description box below, or it's also on my blog. And the supplies that you're going to need is a trimmer with a scoring blade, a bone folder, some paper snips, a stamp set with coordinating dies if you like, designer series paper of your choice, ink pads and cardstock colors that coordinate with your DSP. And then you'll also need a basic color like white or beige. So I'm using beige today, by the way. You'll need adhesives and embellishments of your choice. Now, this card is going to be in a landscape position, and the first opening will be at the bottom. Okay? So to cut and prep the initial pieces, this is what you'll need. This is the card base. And I chose colors that coordinate with my designer series paper. So this is pecan pie. And my card base is 4 1/4, oops, that's a mistake, by 5 1/2. Huh, I was being so careful of my printing. Let me change that. Don't you love erasable pens? These are my favorite. The new ones are so much better than the ones we had back in the day. These are Frixon Synergy. I love these. They write smooth and erase very well. Okay, now let's try this again. Here's your card base. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. No fold. This is the base. And then you'll need to cut some designer series paper that's 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and that will be adhered to your card base. And then you'll need to cut either basic white or beige. Oops, gonna do this one next. 4 by 11, and you're going to score it at 3 3/4 and 7 1/2. So you'll need those pieces. Then, hang on, I'm following my list so I don't make a mistake. Here's the manifold. I don't want to give away too much. Okay, we need some more DSP. You need a piece that is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. You'll need another piece of DSP that is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And you'll need either white or beige, depending on your DSP colors. Mine is beige. You'll need a piece of that 4 by 5 1/4. You'll need 2 more pieces of cardstock, or I'm sorry, DSP, 3/4 by 3 5/8, and a scrap piece, maybe 3/4 of an inch wide at least, doesn't matter the length. And then you need one last piece of cardstock, 3 3/4 by 7/8. Okay, now go to my blog or check in the description box to print your version of the clues, and then come back Monday and let's see what you did. And I'll show you what I did. Chances are, even if yours doesn't turn out like mine does, it's going to be great. You know, maybe you ended up with yours opening differently. That's awesome. You might teach us, the rest of us, a new fold. All right, before I go today, I've got something fun to show you. I am absolutely in love with these metallic rub-ons that we have. And you get in the package, you get 2 sheets of gold, different patterns, and 2 sheets of silver. And I'm going to show you how easily these work. I'm going to use an envelope here. Now, I cut around the piece that I would like. And this is just a little part of some wood panel. And I think I'll put it like that. Just press it down. It's got some adhesive on it. Then take your bone folder and rub it, and then peel it off. And I have no fingernails. Aha! Look how beautiful that is. Can you see on camera? The shine is so intense, and it's much more gold than when we heat emboss. I love this. Now, I've got my scissors here to remind me to tell you, you want to cut around your shape. See, as a matter of fact, I want to use that leaf. So, let's cut around this leaf, because I don't want to put the entire sheet on there. I did that by mistake when I first got them. I was so excited. All right, so then we're going to peel off the backing. All right. And let's see, I want some dots. Let's put the lid up. I guess it's going to go right there. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. This will teach you a lesson. Missing leaf there, it got stuck to my finger a minute ago. When you peel the backing off, it's really sticky. So make sure that you don't touch it with your finger. So let's see, I'm going to put that right here. And then just rub it a few times. Actually, you can kind of see when you're rubbing that the gold has changed kind of the same way as when you're heat embossing. So that's kind of cool. Let you know when you've got it. But if you start to lift it up, oh dear, and you notice that it's not all transferred, you can rub it some more. I have not had that problem. It always comes out. Now, since I'm missing a leaf, oops, sorry about that. I've got to learn how to maneuver this camera. I'm a little new at this. Since that leaf is missing, I want to place some polka dots right there to kind of cover up the fact that I ripped off the leaf. But isn't that a pretty envelope design? Okay, remember what I told you, that's really sticky, so don't touch it with your finger. Okay, then that ought to do it. I keep touching that with my chin. There. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. All right, what are these called? I knew you were going to ask that, and of course I forgot that too. So, I'll get out my handy catalog here, and it's called Metallic something. So let's look in our index under embellishments. Maybe it's not under embellishments. All right. Paper is not under embossing. Ephemera packs. Well, I can't even tell what it's called. All right. You know what? I will list it in the description box. Not only can I not remember what it is, I can't find it in the catalog. I will link it in the description box for you. Please come back and join me for the mystery stamping. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.